Hi, welcome back to Cooking with Mrs. Thompson. I'm Karen Thompson, a former hospital food service director, dietitian, retired family consumer science teacher, and cook. Join us as we travel the globe, sampling the world's cuisines, trying to raise a little money for ALS and some of its victims. Today, we're heading to China to make a dish that we in my house call Bi Laoshi Chicken. Bi Laoshi literally translates into bee teacher, or teacher bee, as we would probably say it. Bi Laoshi was she was a Chinese teacher in where I lived in Jinzhou, and she taught me how to make this dish. She would make it for several different people, and it was always so good. Everybody loved it. So Bi Laoshi chicken. First, let's knock out the prep and the chop work. I'm going to be chopping a lot of green onions. This is one of the big packages, and I'm going to finely dice them, separating the whites from the greens. Next, I need to finely chop about a 2-inch piece of ginger. I generally slice the ginger first, cross grain. The grain runs like so, and so I'm trying to get those cross grain cuts done first. The last thing, 8 garlic cloves. This will be separated into 2 different parts because we're actually making 2 dishes. We're going to make the Bi Laoshi chicken and a noodle dish to serve with it. I'm going to also separate my ginger. So half of it is going to go in the bowl with my green onion, the white part, and the other half we will save for the noodles. For those of you that hate chopping, OXO makes a chopping device that you might find a little easier. It's a little loud, but it does a very nice job of chopping. Half into my onion ginger bowl. The other half will be used in the noodles. That's all my vegetable prep. Up next, I have roughly 2.5 pounds of boneless, skinless thighs. I'm going to cut some of these big, huge pieces of fat off, and I'm going to chunk them into, 2-inch pieces or so. I don't want to take these too small and set aside. In China, we would have used regular bone-in thighs with the skins on, not taken off any blobs of fat, and literally with a Chinese cleaver whacked them through the bone into probably 3 pieces. It does create a messier dish, but that bone actually gives the broth a really good flavor. I know that Americans, we tend not to eat like that, so I've adapted to use boneless, skinless thighs, and that works equally well. My chopping is all done. I've got my meat I'm going to set it to the side. In the meantime, I'm going to marinate all of my cooking utensils in a bleach water solution. Don't forget to wash your hands. We've got one more thing to pre-prep for our Bi Laoshi chicken, and that is the braising liquid. This is going to consist of 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of Shaoxing cooking wine, 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. This is what's going to give it some beautiful color. And about a tablespoon and a half of oyster sauce. This is kind of thick, so I generally don't measure it. I kind of eyeball it. We're going to put in 4 tablespoons of brown sugar. I keep bread in my brown sugar, which keeps it soft. So I want 4 tablespoons of that. And I'm going to fill up to about 2.5 cups with water. And last but not least, a tablespoon of chicken granules, and a taste. Perfect. This will set aside. Time to cook. Right, to my wok, I'm going to add roughly 2 tablespoons of, I'm going to use avocado oil. So 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm going to let that get hot for a second. While that's heating up, I wanted to talk to you about 2 ingredients that you may not be familiar with that also go in this chicken. One of them is Sichuan pepper. The other is star anise. This kind of has a little bit of a licorice flavor. It's really good. You will cook it in there, but don't eat them. It's kind of like eating cinnamon bark. Sichuan peppercorns, I got both of these things at the Asian market. They have a mouth numbing effect. Before, I'd always leave them whole, but I think I'm going to hit these with a mortar and pestle, and I'm using about 1.5 teaspoons. Just going to kind of break them up a little bit, sort of spread the wealth. My oil is hot. I'm going to add my green onions, the white part, the garlic, and the ginger. Just going to saute this for a hot minute. Try to get a little bit of color. Oh, it already smells delicious. Going to add my chicken. And I don't necessarily need to get any color. Marinate in the bleach water bath and my braising liquid. My star anise goes in. I've got 6 pods or 6 stars, and my Sichuan pepper. All right, I'm going to bring this to a boil, reduce the heat, put a lid on it, and this is going to simmer for about 25 minutes. While this simmers, I'm going to clean up, and I'm also going to get some water boiling for our noodles. While my chicken cooks, I'm going to go ahead and start my pasta or my noodles. I'm using thin spaghetti. Now, you can go to the Asian market and get a noodle, but they're all basically the same. So I'm going to use thin spaghetti, and this needs to cook for, how long does it cook? About 9 minutes. So it's going into boiling salted water. You can see our braising liquid is starting to reduce, and that's exactly what we want. I took the lid off at about halfway through the cooking, so right at 10 minutes. I cooked it down until the sauce is nice and thick, kind of coats the spoon. So our Bi Laoshi chicken is done. I'm going to finish with just a touch of sesame oil. I don't know what the cat wants. And we're going to put this into a bowl. Oh my goodness, can you see? Does that look delicious? And I'm going to top it with green onion. And it's done. Set that to the side. Now let's finish our noodle dish. So I'm going to turn my thing back on. I'm going to add about a tablespoon just directly into this pan. Roughly a tablespoon of oil. To this, I'm going to add my ginger that I saved and my garlic. Trying to infuse some of those flavors into that oil. This just barely needs to cook. My sauce mimics the Bi Laoshi sauce. I have 1 tablespoon of brown sugar, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of Shaoxing cooking wine, and a little bit of probably 2 teaspoons of the chicken bouillon. I did save some of the pasta water. So I'm going to add that. And I'm going to turn the heat back up. I'm going to add this to my oil. And I'm adding in my cooked pasta. Cook a little bit to get all of those flavors into the pasta or into our noodles. I guess pasta would be an Italian word, wouldn't it? We're practically done. I cooked the pasta until all of that liquid was absorbed into the pasta, flavoring it with just the best delicious flavor. Again, green onion and a touch of sesame oil. I mean, maybe a couple of teaspoons, and we're done. Let's plate some up with some of the chicken. Now, if you serve this to guests, you might want to warn them about the star anise. But, oh, more green onion. How's that? Try to get small bites for the camera. Okay, here we go. Oh my gosh. This takes me back about 20 years. It is so, so good. I have not made it in the longest time. In fact, my daughter got back from school saying, what's for dinner? I said, oh, I was going to make Bi Laoshi Chicken. What's that? She doesn't even remember me making it here. And the noodles, the perfect accompaniment. This is so, so good. Y'all really give it a try. I think you're really going to enjoy it. Remember, comment, like, share, follow. I'm trying to raise some money for ALS and the victims. You guys have a great day. Thank you.